do it for the right reasons. 2, treat it like a business. And 3, increase your capital efficiency. I realized that this whole game is rigged. And when I say this whole game, I mean the whole enchilada, the whole economy, property, companies, capitalism. It's rigged. Now, is that fair? No. What can we do about it? Lots. And that's what I want to talk about. So the first thing is liberate yourself for the benefit of others. That's a good way to think about my approach to ethical financial health. Now, you have to liberate yourself ethically. Otherwise, what you're doing is just making more problems for others. Meaning, if you're running a scam that steals money from people, and that's how you become financially free, well, you haven't really made the world better. Maybe you're rich, go buy your yacht, and please never talk to me because I hate that. And I think most of the folks watching this video are not in that category, right? But what I'm saying is you've basically just, taken money from one hand and put it in another hand. Economically speaking, you haven't created anything of value if you're stealing money on some level from people. So the first principle of this is for ethical financial health to work, you have to make the money honestly. And how do you know if it's honest? Well, the easiest way to look if it's honest is if the way that you're working is aligned with your values. Well, okay, that means you have to know your values and know your priorities. And as you work, the value that you create makes people's lives better. So when you capture dollars from that and put it in your bank account, each dollar represents like a happiness unit or like a freedom unit or like a energy unit that is improving the lives of other people. So principle 1 of ethical financial health is every dollar you make should be tied to values, and those values should benefit others. So principle 1, align your values to the effort that you're putting in the world so that every dollar that you make represents like $1,000 of actual productive value to other people in society. Principle number 2 around ethical financial health is when you're looking at your finances, you need to sort of think of them as a business. All of your finances, you are a business owner. I know that sounds weird, but welcome to capitalism. We live in a place where we treat companies like people. Is that good? I don't know. Is capitalism good? I don't know. But this is the system that we're in. Principle number 2, think of your finances as an independent business. Okay, what does that mean? What is the goal of a business? The goal of a business is to produce products or services to value other people and to take a commensurate fee that represents that value in like dollars or fiat currency, whatever, yen, right? So if you're thinking of your finances as a business unto itself, then your goal is not to create an identity of whatever your job is and go get this subscription to a company to pay your rent. No. The goal is to create an income stream that eventually supports itself based on the profit that the business makes. Wow, what a powerful idea. Your bank account represents the cash flow of your little business. And what is the business? What are you good at? Maybe you run a cash register. Maybe you're a designer. Maybe you're a programmer. Maybe you sell Ferraris. Maybe you rent ponies to to petting zoos. I don't know. There's lots of things that people can do for work. But I want you to separate those two things. The identity of the worker and the business, meaning the cash flow of your little financial world. Okay, that leads us to number 3. What do businesses do? Now, if you want to pause and write an essay in the comments right now, this is actually something I'm interested in non-rhetorically from your perspective. What do businesses do? Pause and answer. I will give you my perspective now. So I think of businesses as responsible for taking some amount of money, right, and capitally, efficiently investing it into a mission that delivers products and services to the public that they sell for money. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It shouldn't be too surprising. A business is a group of people that sells products or services, but more importantly, a capital efficient group of people, meaning that when they spend $1, they're making $1.50. When they spend 10, they're making 20. This is really important. Otherwise, it's not a business. it's a hobby or maybe a nonprofit, right? It loses money. So a business has to make money. That's its core incentive. That's what a business does. It makes money. And the more efficient the business is with how it makes money, the better the business, the bigger the return on investment to the shareholders of the business. Now, we live in a society in which this is how it frickin' works. People with money buy portions of public companies. They're the shareholders. They are now basically responsible for putting pressure on the person who runs the company to make them money. Now, if you don't believe me, go look up the job of a CEO in a Delaware C Corp. Why Delaware? That's where all of the corporations are founded. We're not going to even talk about that. Delaware C Corp, the job of the CEO. I'll save you a Google. The job of a CEO is to return investment to the shareholders. This is what it's all about, right? So this is what a business is for. It returns investment to the shareholders. There's a profit motive. Now, is that evil? Is that good? I'm not going to get into it. But if you're thinking of your little financial vehicle as a business, this is point number 3, you want to focus on the capital efficiency of your effort in the world. And this is where people get into like, oh, passive income, whatever, or higher income. Those are, in my mind, when I hear that, I just translate it to capital efficiency. Let me give you an example. If you're working hourly, it's better to work less to increase your hourly rate, even if your annual take home is lower, than it is to work for a higher amount at a lower hourly rate. Now, if that doesn't make sense, let me make it more concrete. Every hour you spend, you want to increase the value of that hour. That's the game. That's the financial health game. Now, those are the 3 pointers on how to increase your ethical financial health, right? And I hope that they're helpful. In summary, it's basically do it for the right reasons. 2, treat it like a business. And 3, increase your capital efficiency. And now, if you want to know how, ask me questions in the comments and I'll make videos in response. Good luck. Capitalism is the government of the United States. You can argue with me if you'd like. You might think it's democracy. No way. I don't buy it. It's capitalism. It's the market. The market drives most decisions globally now. So hit me up in the comments if you want to write a paper arguing about how democracy is still powerful or something. I just don't buy it. I think capitalism has basically superseded democracy. Okay, sorry for the rant.